Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. For the class 11, subject Biozoology, the new chapter, the name of the chapter is The Living World. Before going to see the topic in detail, first we will see the chapter outline. In that chapter, the first one is diversity in the living world. The next one is need for classification. Third one is taxonomy and systematics. Then fourth one, three domains of life. Fifth one, taxonomic hierarchy. And then sixth one, nomenclature. And the last one is tools for study of taxonomy. These are all the chapters we are going to discuss in detail. First, we will see the diversity in the living world. Children, before going to see the diversity in the living world, first we will see the introduction. What do you mean by diversity? What is the meaning of diversity? Have you heard the word diversity before? Yes, exactly. Diversity is nothing but a wide range of organisms that live in a particular environment. Okay. So, the wide range of organisms, that is called diversity. Diversity in the living organism means, it includes all the varieties of living organisms, including microorganisms, bacteria, okay, monera, protista, protozoans, fungi, plants, in that plants, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, algae, and then animals. What are the animals? Phylum Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, till the chordata. These are all the wide range of organisms. So, diversity is nothing but a wide range of animals. Yet, as numerous habitats, what is the meaning of habitat? Habitat is nothing but a place where the organisms live. The place where the animals, the place where the plants, they occupy, that is called habitat. So, here as numerous different varieties of habitats. So, here there is numerous habitat with wide range of living organisms inhabiting them. Plants and animals are present in almost all the places in the earth. That includes from the polar ice caps to volcanic hot springs, from shallow lagoons to the deepest oceans, from the tropical rainforest to dry desert. So, plants and animals, they can survive in a wide variety, wide range of habitat. They are present in all the habitat. There are a variety of species that have been adapted successfully to live in the diverse ecosystems. Okay? So, ecosystem is a community of biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors means living factors. Abiotic means non-living. There will be a relationship between living organism and non-living matter, that is called ecosystem. Okay. So, the presence of a large number of species in a particular ecosystem is called biological diversity or biodiversity. Very, very important one. The presence of large number of species, large variety of species, that particularly in one particular ecosystem. The presence of large number of species in a particular ecosystem is called biological diversity or biodiversity. The term biodiversity was first introduced by Walter Rosen in the year 1985 and this biodiversity is defined by E.D. Wilson. Okay. So, please note this scientist name, it is very important. The scientist who first introduced the biodiversity is Walter Rosen, and the scientist E.D. Wilson defined the biodiversity. Okay. Then we move on to characteristic features of living organisms. You know very well, no? Living organisms means what? They can able to respire, they can able to move, they can able to grow. These are all the some of the main characteristics, right? See, living organism shows a wide range of a wide variety of unique characteristics differ from non-living matter. What are the characteristics? See here, the key characteristics of living organisms are cellular organization, tissue level, cellular level, tissue level, organ system level. Okay, cellular organization, nutrition in the sense autotrophic or heterotrophic, and then respiration, and then metabolism. Metabolism is nothing but activities, chemical reactions that take place inside the body. So, metabolism, growth, response to stimuli, movement, reproduction, excretion and adaptation. These are all the key characteristic features of living organisms. Living organisms in the sense it includes bacteria, then plants, then protozoans, then animals. All these are comes under living organisms. Okay, all are living organisms. So, these are the main key characteristic features of living organisms. What are the characteristic features? First one, cellular organization, second nutrition, third respiration, fourth metabolism, fifth growth, and then response to stimuli, and then reproduction, and then excretion, and the last one is adaptation. Clear? Then see, numerous scientists and taxonomists have made tremendous contribution and documentation in the observation and study of even minute characters in living organisms. Need for classification. Why the classification is very essential? We come across many places where things are arranged in specific categories. In supermarkets, the shelves can have rows and columns, having so many groceries, cosmetics, toys, stationeries, snacks and so many food items. They all are arranged in an orderly way. If it is not arranged in well organized manner, what will happen? It is very difficult for the salesperson or the customer to find. It may take more time to segregate. It may take more time to take one things. So, it will waste lot of time for finding an item. Okay. So, in the same way, libraries also organize the books alphabetically or genres wise into autobiographies, novels, kids stories, science fiction, etc. Likewise, it is nearly impossible to study all the living organisms. As I said, so many different types of organisms are there. Starts from microorganism, very small organism, bacteria, cyanobacteria, eubacteria, blue-green algae, protozoans, then algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, then animals. So, we need very difficult to know the different types of organisms. We feel very difficult. It is impossible to study all the living organisms. Hence, it becomes necessary to devise some means and methods to make this possible, and this process is called classification. So, classification is very, very essential. It is necessary to study about all the different varieties of organisms, living organisms. So, what is classification? Classification is a process by which things are grouped in convenient categories based on early observable character. Okay. So, the scientific term used for these categories are taxa, taxon singular. Okay. So, based on their characteristics, all living organisms can be classified into different taxa. The science of classification is called taxonomy, very important. External and internal structures along with developmental processes and ecological information of organisms are essential as they form basic of the taxonomical studies. Hence, characterization, identification, nomenclature and classification are the scientific stages that are basic of taxonomy. So, what are the things basic for taxonomy? First one is characterization, second identification, third nomenclature, and the last one classification. These are all the scientific stages for the study for the basic to taxonomy. Then basic needs for classification are: why the classification is essential, why the classification is so important. See, to identify and differentiate closely related species, to know the variation among the species, to understand the evolutionary things, to understand the evolution of the species, to create a phylogenetic relationship, phylogenetic tree among the different groups, and then to conventional study among the living organisms. So, it helps to study the living organisms. These are all the things basic need for classification. So, without classification means we feel very difficult to identify and differentiate a wide variety of organisms. Okay. So, classification is very important and it is essential to study the living organisms. Thank you, children. To receive our online lessons, please press subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you.